Hey everyone, April Toro here, your Atlanta Realtor. I have about 10 minutes before my children get home and all heck breaks loose. But I wanted to take a really quick second to do my Friday segment of Ask a Realtor. I was trying to think of what topic to cover because there's just so many to choose from. So I put it out there to the Facebook world, and Kimmy came up with a really good question, and that is, when selling your home, what upgrades should you invest in? This is a really good question. This is something that I get asked all the time. And the answer is really that it depends. It depends on a couple different factors. So I'll just kind of go over everything with you. First of all, the price point of your home is very important. So if you have a home in this area, I live in Woodstock, I cover the Metro Atlanta area, but if you have a home that is in the 150s, 160s, really anything under 200,000, it's acceptable to have a faux granite countertop. Formica countertops, laminate countertops, as long as they look nice. It's okay to have something like that. However, if you have a $500,000 home in East Cobb, that's not acceptable. Buyers are going to be expecting to have upgraded kitchens and things like that. So I'm just going to go through, obviously it's just going to depend on the price point of the home, but I'm just going to go through some of the most important ones. So if you have no money to do anything else in your house, the top two things that you need to do is have the home deep cleaned by a professional cleaner. That just makes such a difference in the presentation of the home. And also to have the entire house painted. So a lot of people are really excited about their paint colors. You might have nice burgundy tones or green tones in your home. But whenever you're putting your house on the market, you really need to have nice neutral tones throughout the house, and a fresh paint job can make such a big difference in the house. You need to paint the walls, and you also need to have all of the baseboards painted. It just makes such a huge difference in the look of a home. So those are the two things I would recommend. If you can't do anything else, paint the house, have it professionally cleaned. That makes such a big difference in the home, and you will almost always get your money back. In fact, I've never known a seller to not get their money back for those things. You just get it back on the price of the home. So those are two of the things. Also, buyers are really concerned with flooring. We have a lot of millennials in the market right now, and they're all wanting hardwood flooring or some sort of flooring that is not carpet, especially on the first floor of a home. So if your home is carpeted throughout and you have the money in your budget, I would definitely replace the flooring on the main level at least with either hardwood or something similar to hardwood. There are some flooring that is not exact hardwood. It's like an engineered hardwood that looks beautiful. And I'll tell you, most buyers don't care whether it's regular hardwood or not. Again, it depends on the price point of the home. But for the most part, the median level homes, some sort of flooring that's not carpet on the main level is really important. Beyond that, I would say if you have additional money in your budget to get everything ready to sell, bathrooms and kitchens are so important. That's the first things that buyers are looking at in a home. They want a nice open kitchen. They like granite countertops. Granite's actually starting to go out a little bit, and quartz is becoming the new trend, but they want stone countertops. That's something that's really important. So if you have extra money in your budget, I would definitely invest in updating the kitchen and then updating the bathrooms beyond that. Another thing that I'm seeing a lot, especially for homes that were built in the 90s, is a lot of brass, which a lot of buyers don't like. It makes the home look dated. So that's a cheap fix. I mean, relatively cheap, to fix. You can exchange all of the light fixtures and the knobs and things like that if you have brass in the home with silver or bronze, and just give the home kind of an updated look. So that's really important. The most important thing that I like to tell my sellers is that you do not want to over renovate the home where you're the most expensive home in the neighborhood, because first of all, it's just going to deter a lot of buyers. Nobody wants to be the most expensive home in the neighborhood just for resale purposes. And secondly, you have the risk of your home not appraising if other homes in the neighborhood are not selling at the same price. If you have questions about what that means specifically, feel free to reach out to me, and I can kind of tell you about the appraisal process and all of that. But you don't want to be the nicest house in the neighborhood. You don't want to be the bottom in the neighborhood either. You just want to be right in the middle. So an important thing that you can do is just take a look at the other homes in the area and what upgrades those homes had, and kind of do that comparison. So if you don't know if you're the nicest home in the neighborhood or at the lower part of the neighborhood, your agent can pull all the comps in the neighborhood and walk you through that. So those are just my fast and easy tips. Whenever I do a listing consultation with a seller and we talk about them selling their home, we actually pull all of the information from the recent sales in the area, and I can tell them on a case-by-case basis what the best investment would be to get top dollar for their home. So great question, Kimmy. Thank you so much. I think I did it all in less than 10 minutes. So my kids will be walking through the door any minute now. But thanks so much for your question, and I will see you next Friday for Ask a Realtor Fridays. Thanks, guys. Bye.